Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated super mega biome world. Well over 400 biomes. Thank you very much to Mr. MC_Pittman or Mrs. as the case may be. I'm sure I don't know. But this is amazing. Your mod for this Minecraft is amazing. Here we are looking over the village that I stumbled upon to an exhaustion where they took me in, and now I am their adopted kinsman, and so I'm going to be working on a little wall for them later on today. But as we leave the procedurally generated forest and go back over our trail back to where our starting base was, I've already started to light up the village where they're at, but I need more torches, and that means more charcoal. So I'm heading back over here to my little house. I'm going to check out this mesa all along the way because this is the star of the show, this mega biome mod. It is just amazing. So on tap today, I need to do a couple things, and one of them, oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, well, folks, that's where we're at right now. I've walked over here to my little farm, and hello, hi, how are you? There you are. Hi. Welcome. Okay, so here we are over at the base already. I've taken the liberty of going ahead and getting all the trees chopped down and replanting them. And now I gotta think about what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Really quickly, here's where we're at. Our journey has begun, blah, blah, blah. This was our journal. This was our steps to this process. And then a little review of our long-term plan. And we're long-term planning here to just explore this biome as much as possible, especially now that I've got this replay mod figured out with Optifine. I think it looks great. I'm going to try to do more things with that. So the object is to get ourselves prepared to actually travel one day's journey and set up a base camp. And then we'll hop and skip those base camps along the way until we get to where we need to be to find the next thing. Now, we've started building up some things for the journey, but we haven't completely finished. So what I wanted to do today was to get some more charcoal and some more torches. As I said in the intro, we were over here at the... I say we were, you can't see it, but I was over at the village trying to light it up, and I ran out of torches, so I slept overnight and then came back over here to get a fresh start quick. I might need some more boats to put the villagers into so they don't go running around throughout the day, but I've got them all, most of them, I believe. I believe I have them all secured inside buildings, most of them with boats, some just kind of inside the building. And along those lines, I need some more walls to actually surround the village. The walking around and putting torches in it kind of gives me the scope of what it's about, so I'll be able to do that at some point today. But along the way, I want to also get some villager trades going so I can maybe get some enchanted leather and not actually... My own would be cheaper to make, so I will be making a cow farm and a leather farm, and that way I'll have food and leather. And I'm also going to make a little basic sugar farm because I need to trade with these librarians and see what other books they might have. But one way or the other, I've got to get some armor going right away, so I think that's where we are for what we're going to do today. So let me go ahead and get started on it by putting down... someplace we need to put a sugarcane farm. So let me go ahead and grab some sugarcane for now. I know I have some somewhere. Not there. How about down here? Yes. And let's go plant some sugarcane. Over here would be the easy place to put it. I could just continue putting it around this lake, and then I could come over here and harvest it, and every time I came to harvest it, I could look upon those beautiful trees over there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Right? It doesn't have to be like a super serious farm or an automated farm, which I have done in the past and can do in the future, but for now we're just going to keep it like this. And I'm going to try to remember that this one... Actually, yeah, let's just do it like this. Let's leave that row like that so we kind of know exactly which ones are the real ones and which ones I have planted myself. Excuse me. Alright, so as you can see, step 1 is complete. We've got the bamboo quote-unquote farm ready to go. So that'll start producing some, I say bamboo, but sugarcane. Long-term viewers know why I do that. And next up, I need to find some cows, right? And before I can do that, I'm going to need some wheat. So I'm going to go back over to my base over here and get some wheat. Okay, I've built a little pen to get the cows. Once I get them over here, we'll drop them down in this way, and then they'll be in there for good, and then I'll be able to get out if I need to. That's the easiest way I've found to rustle up some cows really quickly. Now, I'm thinking about getting the cows right away, if I can see them right away, but if not, I'm not falling for that again. The sun will be setting pretty soon, so I don't know. Do you see any cows out there? Surely there's some over there. I think I see one. Yep, there's some. All right, do I have time? I think I do. All right, let me see if I can get... I only need 2. Let me see if I can get a couple cows and get them back to the farm. Well, folks, I decided better safe than sorry, and... Oh my goodness, is there a pit right on the end of that? There is. I gotta be really careful here. I decided better safe than sorry, and went ahead and took a nap so that the sun would reset, and we've got this nice, beautiful day again. And we're gonna go over here and, oh, so carefully, hopefully, get these cows to follow me without falling into that thing over there, without falling off that edge there. And now let's see if they will follow me into... Yep, the pen. Excellent. So let me go ahead and get them started with some romance. And now I need to, well, shoot, I need to get more wheat, because you can't make more cows without more wheat. So let me go get some wheat over there at the village, and I'll kind of show you what I was talking about as far as getting a wall together. By the way, gang, I am not too satisfied with the path through here. I think it's a little bit too much stony, and I don't necessarily like all of the orange that's right in through here, or red as you look at it. I'm thinking I might go find some dark oak and replace some of these things and kind of give it more of a rickety kind of boardwalk feel to it. Or maybe put a small bridge across here and let this open up and have like a small pond that comes into here. I don't know. Give me some thoughts. What do you think? Leave some comments below. How can I spruce up this particular area just a little bit? Okay, gang, here we are taking in another amazing view on these super mega biomes, and if I zoom in here, I think you'll see a lot of those trees over there look a little bit the same, but they're totally different. If you look down in the bottom right, you'll see that they look way different. And looks like there's some diamond over there. I might have to go put a torch on those just so I can get to those later. And if you look over here, this is the mesa that's right next to town. There's a biome that has a whole bunch of birch trees. Those guys don't look like they're coming in. Well, some of them look different than others, but those look about the same. But we still have the trees and such over here by our village, and it looks amazing still. So I'm sure we're going to run into more biomes like these pretty soon. I've begun putting the wall around the exterior of this little village. I'm going to put, as you can see down on my hotbar there, I have these stone bricks, and then I'll put these cobblestone walls up. And I know that's it's not exactly the best aesthetically, but it kind of fits in because we have these little rock outcropping things out here that are kind of helping to create the fence themselves. In fact, that's how I kind of had it go. I know it's not the most shapely of things. There's a lot of straight lines. There's some spots that are different than others, but maybe I'll go back and fine-tune that a little bit now. Well, I still have to do this corner here. But the idea here is to get this wall completely done. We'll cobblestone it up, and then we'll put torches on it, light the thing up. And then there'll be spaces for the village to kind of grow and expand now that it's safe, you know? And right here is a gate that's going to come out to where I'm standing now so that people can come look at all of this magnificence. Gang, I'm just turning this on because I just had what I could only describe to be probably my best creeper experience I've ever had. So I was up here just getting some wheat together to head back over to the cow quote-unquote farm, and was replanting, was right here, and I heard the sizzle, and I jumped this way, and I got hit for like 2 hearts, and I looked around, and that was all the damage there was. This block, and the block beneath this block. But I need to replace those 2, and that was it. So I feel pretty fortunate about that. Anyways, I'm heading back over to the old cow farm over there because I've lost too many people, and I need to get some defensive ready. The wall is in place. I'm going to go get some leather so I have some armor, and I'm going to prep this place to be lit up. And we're going to come back, and I think I'm going to try to make a time-lapse of that. So bear with me and let me see if I can get that done. Hey, gang, I was just out here exploring a little bit in between cutscenes, and I came across something very interesting. First off, wow, I just noticed those palm trees in the background. Let's take a closer look at those. All right. Yeah, palm trees. That's pretty cool. But the reason I stopped was I was out here, and I was out in the desert, and I saw this well, and I thought to myself, oh, cool, is this new? Is this different? Well, this is kind of the same. But that's That's okay, because you're going to run into stuff like that. But as I was coming over here, I think I saw something off in the distance, and there it is. So that looks like a unique structure. I'm going to go check it out. Let's go see what's over there. Oh, and by the way, whoop, look out for the hole. Check out these savanna trees. Don't those look great? Do they look almost a little bit better than regular savanna trees? I think so. Yeah, those look really cool. Let me get out from behind there. Yeah. All right, so what's this guy over here? Oh, looks like a little hut. Oh, boy. Looks like a a death fall there. Let me make sure I don't fall into it. Wow, this is a dangerous little hut here. This is a cute house. What do we got? Built into the side of that rock face. Oh, it's just a little place with a crafting bench out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, and me without my shears. Okay, well, now I know where I can find one more piece of cobwebbing, right? All right, I'm going to explore a little bit more, then I'm going to get back to the purpose of today's episode. All right, gang, it's now morning, and as you saw through the night, and as you can see right now, I have some leather armor on. I went ahead and dyed it red because I'm pimp like that. But I am over here at the old base, not my base, but the village, the adopted village, and I took the night to go ahead and torch the place up and put some light in. It was a rough one. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It wasn't the easiest of evenings to get through. There was a little bit of spawnage of creepers, if you will, and I got caught up in something there. I didn't get vanquished. I just had to run and gun, if you will, and get the last little bits knocked out real fast. I've had to add some extra torches in places and get it completely lit up, but I think this is where I'm going to stop for the day. I am just going to continue lighting these things up and taking a look at whether or not having a light on the outside or not is a good idea. I'm thinking about putting frames around this and then in fact, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put an item frame behind this, and then I'm going to put a cobblestone half slabs that'll look like they're a whole bunch of torch holders. That'll be pretty cool. So I'm just going to keep getting this thing lit up and call it a day for now. The next item on the agenda is to fine-tune the farms over there. I'm going to work on the cow farm tomorrow. I don't know. Did I have my book? I do not. I'm going to work on the cow farm tomorrow and maybe do the sugar cane and maybe do one other farm while I keep exploring. And while I'm exploring, I want you guys to take a look around at some of the things I'm looking at. And if you see a path you want me to go down, then by all means, chime in. Leave a comment, because I'm trying to decide which way to go. And so far, I've narrowed it down to two different things, I think. I'm either going to go in the northeast direction, which would be that way, or I'm going to go in the northwest direction, or maybe due north. There are some things to see there, but so far every time I look south, it looks like it's either desert, which I've done recently on my channel, so I'd like to try a little something different, or it looks like more of the same, not more of the same, but more, well, I guess it is kind of samey, but not in a negative way, of the mesa-type biomes in that direction. Right, with all the little rivers that intertwine within it, which looks really nice. It's just I'm kind of in the mood for something green, and the path directions I've talked to you about are the two directions where that's more likely to happen. All right, so I'm going to keep lighting these up, and then I think since I worked through the night, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. My friends, if you've enjoyed this, then by all means give me a thumbs up. And if you've really enjoyed it, then by all means consider subscribing, because I'm going to be putting more content like this out very soon. Yes, I am quite tired. All right. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you real soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye.